It raises new concerns about the use of green energy. That's an important lesson. Now, today, President Biden and his climate czar, John Kerry, celebrated America rejoining the Paris Climate Accord, and they pushed for even more climate action.
We know that just doing Paris is not enough. If we did everything set out in the Paris Agreement, and we're not, but if every country delivered, we'd still see a warming on planet Earth to about 3.7 degrees centigrade.
We can no longer delay or do the bare minimum to address climate change. This is a global existential crisis.
So with all respect to President Biden and Mr. Kerry, I do not agree. It is not an existential threat. By the way, we're watching global sub-freezing running through Texas in the middle of the U.S., causing great problems because of climate policies favoring renewables at the expense of fossil fuels. And good physicists, neutral physicists, not political, we're going to get them on this show in the next few weeks. Over the next 100 years, they're estimating any global warming problems that might slow GDP down for this country would be minuscule, tiny, minuscule, okay? As I recall, less than half of 1%. And that's all it would mean. And we don't even know that because taxes and regulations are frankly more important. And what about America's great energy system, which has become #1 in recent years, helping us at home with jobs and growth and helping us overseas to weaken our enemies? Let's go to a very dear friend, John Catsimatidis. He's the CEO of several companies, including refining company and, of course, the Red Apple Group. John owns a number of supermarkets in New York. He's the owner of WABC Radio in New York. He's a wonderful person, a businessman, philanthropist, and friend of Kudlow. John, so you're in this business. You know a lot about this business. Your forecasts about oil prices down through the years have been much better than mine. I'm perfectly happy to acknowledge that. What do you take away from this Texas crisis, sub-freezing crisis?
Well, the whole thing with the climate, if you look at the physicists and the biologists that really study it, it's a sine wave. It goes up and it goes down over a cycle of 150 years. Now, you got to remember, the Earth is billions of years old. They took the ice in the Antarctic and they took the ice in Greenland and Iceland, and they tested it for the last 800 years. And over 150 years, it creates a cycle of warmth and cold. And that's the way it's been for the last 800 years. And should we be more careful with our environment? We should always be more careful with our environment. But let's look at the Paris Accord. They want us to cooperate tomorrow morning, and the Chinese don't have to cooperate to 2035, which is crazy because they're putting out 5 to 10 times more emissions than we are. So it should be what's fair for everybody. Not what's fair just for them or for us.
You know, John, the assault on fossil fuels, they want by 2035 here, fossil fuels gone. All right, net zero carbon by 2050, but fossil fuels gone. As you know, they've already put an executive order out stopping drilling and fracking on federal land, so that's a bad leading indicator. But here's the thing. You mentioned, I think you said China, and I know you're right. I want to add Russia, okay? We knock out fossil fuels, then Russian will benefit because they have a lot of oil, and they have a lot of natural gas, and they know how to get LNG around the world. We have been winning that battle big time. This will set us back. Now, John, besides wrecking jobs in the economy, we're wrecking America's stand-in overseas, it seems to me. This is not America first. It's America last.
Well, what's even worse, Larry, is that oil went from $45, $50 a barrel to over $60 a barrel. And what does that mean? It means every consumer, the poor, the middle class, get hurt. They're going to be paying more for their food. They're going to be paying more for their gasoline. They're going to be paying more for everything. So it's a tax on the consumer. America has 100 years worth of oil between Canada and the United States. China and Asia have no oil. Europe has no oil. they're dependent on electric cars. What they're trying to do is they're conning the American people to believe that we should go that way too. But that's not the right way to go. If you listen to what the scientists have to say, those electric cars are more dangerous than living under the Alpine antenna. They put out so much radiation to the people that are inside the cars than anything else.
And they have to dig up natural resources to fill them in anyway. This is so poorly thought out. It's truly unbelievable. We appreciate it. By the way, we're going to have to use coal. We're going to have to use nuclear. All the above. There's never going to be enough so-called renewables. The greenies don't even want to use nuclear, and they should. Coal helped Texas, by the way, get through this crisis. John Catsimatidis, great man that you are, I cannot resist asking you. This is kind of a question, and it's kind of a push. I think you should run for mayor of New York City. I know you've thought about it. We had lunch a week or two ago. You're not ready. I think you should do it, John. I think the issue is law and order. The issue is not defund the police, it's refund the police, back the cops, and then use your good business sense to keep taxes and regulations low to help business and bring people back to New York City. They're all going to Florida. So it seems to me a good, strong, pragmatic. You used to be a Democrat. I used to be a Democrat. You should go for it, John Catsimatidis. You should go for it.
Well, we're seriously considering it. We love New York. I could fix New York in 90 days if I became mayor. Law and order in the streets. Anybody that wants to run for mayor or city council, the first thing before contributing to them, say, are you for law and order or not?
Totally right. All right, John Catsimatidis, folks. Take an interest in him. Write him up. Email him. He looks at all his emails. I think New York needs cats. Up next on Kudlow.